Factoring x squared plus bx plus c. So our second objective here is to factor the trinomial of type x squared plus bx plus c, where c is less than 0. So technically we're going to be dealing when c is a negative right here. So there'll be a negative sign there. Let's look at some examples. So one big piece, key concept to remember here, is make sure to check your signs when you're factoring. Many of you will get the right factors, but you won't think that they add up correctly because we're not using the correct signs. That we need to multiply to be a negative sign or need to multiply to be a positive sign. So check your signs. So I'm going to use that same x method that I've been using, where I'm going to be looking at two numbers that multiply together. So x times y, but now it's going to be a negative 20. Multiply together to get negative 20. X plus y, so they'll add together to be a negative 8. So multiply to be negative 20 means that one number has to be negative. So I'm already going to make my top number negative. Factors of 20, we got 4 and 5, 2 and 10, 1 and 20, 2 and 10. If I make one of those values negative, I'll end up with a negative 8. So now it's just a matter of which one to make negative. And since I want a negative 8, that means 10 needs to be negative and 2 needs to be positive. So now x plus 2 and x minus 10. Let's try it again for this next one. Two numbers that multiply together to get negative 10 and add together to get negative 3. And again, because I have that y squared at the end, when I set my set of parentheses up, I'm going to put a x and y in the beginning and in the end. Numbers that multiply together to get 10, and I know I need one to be negative. It's going to be 1 and 10, 2 and 5, and 2 and 5 will somehow make 3. So if it's a negative 5 and a positive 2, so negative 5y plus 2y will give me my 10. Okay, two more of these to try. Again, I have a number in the I have letters in the beginning and the end, so A, B, end parentheses, A, B, end parentheses. Two numbers multiply together to get negative 6, and an invisible 1 sits here. Add together to get a positive 1. One of these values has to be negative because that 6 is negative. So values of 6, 1 and 6. 2 and 3. 2 plus 3 somehow could make 1. How about a positive 3 and a negative 2? So minus 2 plus 3. And our last one, again, there's an x squared and a y squared. So x, y, x, y. Two numbers to get negative 14. Add together to get 5. One value has to be negative because that 14 is negative. So 14 will be 1 and 14. That's a no. 2 and 7. 2 and 7 will make 5 with a negative 2 and a positive 7. So plus 7 minus 2. Order doesn't matter. I'm even going to make this a little bit closer. And we have finished factoring. So here are 3 different ones for you to try. Let's see what we can do.